Hello and welcome. So this is going to be a lore reading to see what we've learned so far. And wait, what's... Oh, pilgrims in Amaranthine. The faithful travel great distances to see the birthplace of Andraste in Denerim. Yet many make their pilgrimage still longer by visiting Amaranthine. After all, it was from the city's port that Mafrath and his army departed to invade the Tevinter Imperium, and the chantry of Our Lady Redeemer stands now on the site where Andraste first revealed the Chant of Light. This is why the road that leads to joins Amaranthine to Denerim is known as the Pilgrim's Path, and why the chantry of Our Lady Redeemer is the wealthiest chantry in all Ferelden. From Annals of Northern Ferelden by Brother Bendine, Chantry Scholar. Okay, Crown and Lion. One Saturnalia, long ago, a bevy of bards met in Amaranthine to determine whose song best stirred emotion and whose stomachs best digested foul brew. Sorry. The bard fell mid-ballad into his barley soup, and the second into the lap of a lass most fair. Some say forfeiture was worth the price. The next one could not keep his innards inside. Oh dear. One by one, they succumbed to fatigue, boredom, or insobriety. I don't think keeping your innards inside is either of those three. At the end, no man was left standing. There was only I, the lovely and fair Rosalind, master and mistress of the Crown and Lion, who proved that no man is mightier than the slightest of lasses. From The War of Lions by the bard Rosalind. Port City of Amaranthine, outside Ferelden. The city of Amaranthine is now synonymous with the Ireling itself, but before the Orlesian invasion it was only a modest fishing village, despite a deep port well suited to commerce. At the time, few other kingdoms had any need to trade with the Ferelden barbarians. The city changed rapidly when the Orlesians came. They built temporary docks to accommodate ships packed with chevaliers, and for a time Amaranthine was the capital of occupied Ferelden. The ban in Amaranthine became one of the wealthiest nobles in the kingdom, and goods like wool were leached from the city's swollen ports. I've not heard that used leached before. Seems unusual. During the liberation, the fleeing Orlesians looted the city but left it otherwise unscarred. She recovered quickly. Ironically, Amaranthine's current prosperity is the legacy of Orlesian occupation. Do not share that opinion with the locals, mind. From the Annals of Northern Ferelden by Brother Bendine, Chantry Scholar. Characters. Anders. Let's see. I think this is just... Anders' old friend Namaya revealed that the Templars had moved the phylacteries for most mages in Ferelden, including Anders, to the city of Amaranthine. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense with the state it was in after, you know, the attempted revolt. It's Kristoff's journal. This counts as... oh, it's a book. Few in town have heard anything about Darkspawn stragglers. I doubted reports myself until a man told me he encountered Darkspawn in the Black Marsh. Although locals say the marsh is haunted, brave and desperate souls like this man still risk collecting peat. Yeah, peat's a good fire source, apparently. Well, fuel source for fire. The man said their leader spoke, but all know Darkspawn cannot talk. More horrifying, he described a monster, a worm with legs. Surely he was mistaken about it following the Darkspawn. I shall leave for Blackmarsh in the morning. From the Journal of Kristoff, Grey Warden. Notes. Letter from Aura. Dear Kristoff, my sister and her babe are well. I shall leave Jader as soon as they're settled. Expect me at vigils keep within the month. Ferelden is cold and wet, so make sure your socks are dry before you put them on. I know how it is with men. You can slay 1,000 Darkspawn, but when it comes to clean clothes and dry socks, you're hopeless. I can't wait to see you. Love, Aura. I think that's supposed to be his wife, which is kind of unusual for a Grey Warden to have a family. Yeah, though, I mean, Jory nearly became a Grey Warden and had a wife and child on the way. Poor Jory. But I think I remember there being record of like a medieval merchant who's like sending a message home, and one of the things they question is, please send socks. Controls, okay, yeah. Alright. And that's it for this one. Thank you for watching, do any relevant things with YouTube's buttons, and have a nice day.